Hello, hello, crafty peeps. Welcome back to my channel, Crafty-ish Kristen. Today, we are working on my cross-stitch conversion project. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, I have a playlist for this project. Basically, I am using a cross-stitch pattern and I am turning it into a ginormous diamond painting. This is a photo of what my canvas will look like when I am all done. The name of the pattern is Geode. It is by Electric City Stitches on Etsy. And the finished size is going to measure 121 centimeters by 117 centimeters. I am working on it in 3 canvases because I don't have a space large enough to work on something that massive. And each canvas is 43 across by about 120-ish down. It has 136 colors. I ordered my canvases from EverMoment on AliExpress. I ordered my drills from DPF Handwork, also on AliExpress, and I'm having a slight issue with the company, so right now I am not recommending them, but I will give an update on my missing drill saga and when we start working. I'm using an Art Dot 240 bottle storage case, and all of my drills fit amazingly in it, so I don't have to be digging around and figuring out where my drills are. I'm using Pattern Keeper on my tablet. I will move that over. I just wanted to show you some of the beautiful colors that I have. I just spilled my my trash drills. And this time I'm doing a little something different. I am working on a 3x3 section instead of a 2x3 section. And it's a little different. But because I'm doing that, I'm kind of messing up my tracker that I made because each of these little squares is 2 down by 3 across. So as you can see, I am right here on this square, and I drew a little pencil line indicating that that now is kind of split in half if I'm going to continue working on a 3x3 section. So when I'm done with this line, and then I finish the next row, then I will just color that one all in completely and color that. It's not an exact science. It's fine. I know what I'm doing. Or at least I pretend to know what I'm doing. So as you can see, I have already gotten started on this section. I have already put down 640 drills, and 400 of those were black. So that was not the most exciting thing, but I thought I would knock those out really quick because I don't want to be sitting here for 3 hours trying to talk and put diamonds down. Now, the first section I did yesterday or the day before, I did the 3x3 section, and it was really confusing because the way my pattern was I had, you know, the 3x3, but then I had a bunch of, you know, unfinished ones on the side, and I kept thinking that I had to do those ones, but they weren't the ones that were open. So yeah, it was a little challenge. So today is a little easier because I was able to move the oops, see, now I'm screwing things up. I was able to move the finished pattern over here, so then just it's lined up all the way to the edge, so it doesn't confuse me because I get confused easily. All right, let's get this thing started so we can finish. I'm a little late in the game today. Usually I try to work on this during the week and film it, but the week kind of got away from me with it being the first week back at school and all. So we're doing this on a Saturday. Regarding the missing drills, if you are new here, it's a saga, but basically I received my drills and there was one color that I received the bag, but the bag was empty, and the company told me they would send them out right away. I waited a few weeks, hadn't gotten anything, so I sent another thing, and they're like, oh yes, they're on their way, they're on the way, they're on the way. Yeah, fast forward 2 months, still hadn't received anything. They kept saying they would send me the tracking number. Yeah, I never received a tracking number. So finally, I did get a tracking number, and the label for that tracking number had been created on August 30th, which, you know, is not the, you know, June 15th-ish time frame when they originally said that they sent it and they would send me the tracking number. They made it sound like that they had already sent a previous order, but they just couldn't find the tracking number. So they were sending this new second order, basically. But I just got a thing saying that this order, so this tracking number that they sent me, the only tracking order I received, is going to be delivered this Monday. And I was like, yeah. So if they would have sent me a second order, or sorry, the first order that they said they sent, I would have received it by now, because it's less than 2 weeks from when they said when they sent me the tracking number to now when I should be receiving the drills. So yeah, I'm calling horse poop on that one. But because I was terrified, because I kept checking the tracking number that they sent me, and it looked like it hadn't left China. I was like, oh my gosh, okay, who knows how long this is going to take. So I bit the bullet and I ordered some diamonds from Diamond Drills USA. I mean, I spent like $5, so it wasn't, I think I spent $3 on drills and $4 on shipping. So, because I was like, you know what, I do not want to sit here and have to rely on this company, because who knows how long it's going to take to get out of China. And those will be delivered on Monday as well. So now I will have an abundance of 828. I will have a bunch of 828. I'll probably never, ever, ever need that color again in anything. And I looked through my paintings that I had in my stash. I opened everything and I was, you know, just trying to see if I had a few, and none of my paintings had it. So who knows if it's just like a weird color that diamond paintings don't use very often, or it's just, you know, a color that I've never gotten. But yeah, so that was funny. So yeah, I'm going to get potentially two diamond deliveries of the same color on the same day. So whatever. If I have to order more diamonds for a conversion, I definitely will be looking elsewhere for diamonds, because you know, I understand things happen and, you know, you get busy or there's a family emergency, but I also think that if something happens and somebody emails you, you can just say, hey, yeah, no, we're slammed. We have this, we have that. And honesty and transparency goes a long way. Even if you like I said before, even if you just come up with like a really creative lie, you know, say my dog ate it, or I don't know, something. I just don't appreciate being told that it was sent when, if it was sent, then it's completely lost and gone in the mail, which I know can happen too, but just my opinion. On to happier news. I finished my current work in progress. That is a regular diamond painting, because there's no way I could attempt to do 2 of these conversions at once. I mean, it's hard enough, like, sitting there and, like, going, okay, I think I have time to work on this, because I don't want to work on it and not finish the section. Just because I've seen other people mention with EverMoment canvases, like, they left them out for a little bit, like the glue kind of started to dry up a little, and because I'm, you know, kind of cutting and like leaving a little release paper section, I don't want to test it. So I don't want to have a big section open and then not get it done. Okay, that is not right. Interesting. And once again, I have screwed up. Which seems to be a common thing around here. Okay, so okay, so that's 10. So 10. So this one needed to have one here. Well, you know what? I'm just going to put 2 of these here and call it good. Because the beauty of an abstract pattern is that no one will know. All right, so we have on that one. Yes, so I finished up Pleasant Picnic. Oh my gosh, it's really cute. I only like, well, I'll go over my thoughts in my post review, which I gotta film this week, but I have no idea when it will go up because I already have like a post review scheduled and a bunch of other stuff. But there's a lot of like, I feel like there's a lot of wasted space on that painting. There's a lot of just like off-white and blue background that I feel like they could have put some, I don't know, some bushes or something there. It got a little boring doing it, actually. I mean, the characters were super cute and fun to do, but all the sky and the background color blocking, I don't know. Large amounts of color blocking are just not my thing because I like to multi-place and I get impatient. So my multi-placing is not the straightest. And that's, you know, maybe that's just a me problem. And I don't think if I contacted Diamond Art Club and said, hey, yeah, I don't think you did a good job rendering this, or I think your artwork, you could have made some changes. I'm pretty sure they won't care because it sold out immediately. So, I mean, it's got to be, you know, I don't know. I mean, and it does look like the original artwork. It's just from a, like, once it's actually painted, the color difference from the original artwork to the diamond painting, I feel like the color doesn't necessarily blend as well between the white and the blue that it does on the painting, the original art. But I mean, you can only do so much with diamonds, but I just feel like there could have been some more stuff going on, or make it smaller, because it seemed like it was it could have been a little smaller, honestly, because there's all that sky. Like, you could have condensed things just a little bit. But I am not in charge of what the diamond paintings look like, so yeah. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Jute. So now I am working on a round, oops, I don't even have a diamond on there. A round painting. I am working on Twilight Vibes. And it is a cute, well, I mean, most of the paintings I do are cute because I don't want scary or dark or gory, or that's just not my thing. If somebody wanted me to make them a picture that was a little darker, I mean, I would. But if I'm diamond painting like for stuff that I like, then yeah, it would not be anything dark. And so Twilight Vibes, super, super colorful. That doesn't look right. Did I skip? Oh my gosh. I have no clue. Did I mark those off and not actually do them? I may have. Oh my gosh. Is that going to be one of these days? I hope not. All right, we'll figure that out in a second. Okay, so there's that. Yeah, I marked that off, I think, and I did not actually, I didn't actually do it. Okay. Well, we will put that one there and mark those off and then go back. See what happens when I get talking. Oh, and then I spill. Oh, maybe I should just turn it off and call it good for the day. Wow. They are all in my lap. Smooth. Real smooth. Okay. Okay. I think that's it. Yep. Okay. I do know that I will have to probably skip my work in progress section for this next weekend because we will not be here, and I don't think I can have my act together enough to pre-film. So we got a lot going on next week, so, and that's okay. Okay, what? So we have it right here, and come on, just grab one. There, yeah. All right, well, I guess I don't need to mark it off because apparently I already marked it off, but I didn't do it. All right, let's do something that I maybe won't screw up. Maybe, maybe not. 327. I did not mention my other supplies that I am using because I got distracted, but I'm using my Kitting Up Kitten mini tray. It's a pink. It was a limited edition for DIY DP May 23. I did not participate in that one because I did not have a conversion project because I was like, I'm not doing one of those. That's way too much work. But yeah, by the end of the month, my brain was like, no, I do want to work on one of those because I got the FOMO and I like to do complicated things apparently, so it worked out. So I did purchase it after the event because she did have some trays for sale on her Etsy shop that she didn't give away for prizes and whatnots. I love my little pink tray, but I love pink, so it's a no-brainer. And I do not. When I first started diamond painting, I did buy a tray from some shop on Etsy, and I don't even remember what it was called or anything like that. But I did not like it. And I've never seen anyone like using that tray, so I don't even know how I found. I think I just Googled like Etsy diamond painting trays, and it was 3D printed, but it was kind of rough, I guess is the right word for it. The drills did not, like, they didn't move nicely in it. So it was kind of like more of a pain to use. And because I was going for, you know, I was going for pretty and I was going for something that was available, I decided I would get, hang on, it's like a dark purple, kind of like shiny something or other. And turns out I don't really like dark trays. I like happy bright colors. And so this one, while it looked nice, I didn't, and it was giant. Like I don't need a ginormous like tray. It just didn't, the color didn't work for me. The way it worked didn't work for me. So now it just sits on my little work desk and I'll like put like extra supplies in it basically. But yeah, it turns out I can't use dark trays. I don't know why. My brain has a really hard time seeing, especially darker diamonds in it. you would think that if I have a hard time seeing dark diamonds in a dark tray, that I would have a hard time seeing light diamonds in a light tray, but I don't. So I think it's just the darkness, it makes it hard for me to do it. I don't know. Is anyone else like that, or am I just weird? It's okay. I mean, I know I'm not the most normal person out there, but still, I can't be the only one. I mean, I know there's a gajillion trays out there that, you know, and everybody has a style or a company that they like. I personally, I like that there are options for trays with, you know, stoppers and lids, but I never actually use the lid or the stopper. I take them out and I put them in a drawer, and that's where they sit. I would like to try one of the trays that has the opening on the top, like over here, like I think it's cat-proof trays. There's some other ones that look interesting. I think I would like that because I don't use the stopper. Like, I'm always putting my hand over the opening just so I don't, you know, shake everything everywhere. So that could be, you know, that could be an option too. But again, it's just, then it's like the same thing with the diamond painting pens. A lot of these trays, like, you know, they have, you know, launches and drops, and if you're not on the store, you know, site at the second they release, you're not going to get one. It's like, that is way too stressful for me. I can't do that. So if it takes that much effort for me to get the item, I'm probably not going to get it. I mean, there's so many amazing looking diamond painting pens, and I wish that, like, they sold them in stores, or, you know, obviously I know if somebody who's hand making a pen and it's one of a kind is not going to have it in a store, but I want to be able to, like, feel it and, you know, feel the weight, see how heavy it is, because I don't want, I had a pen I got originally from, I think, like, Amazon or something, and it's really pretty. It's like pink, or no, it's like purple and blue, and it's got sparkles, and it's made of resin, but it is heavy, and there's no way I could use that pen for a long period of time. My hand would start to hurt, and then it actually rolled on the floor and it broke. So, which is another thing that kind of scares me about paying for, okay, come on, paying for a expensive, you know, one-of-a-kind pen, and then if I drop it, because I drop my pen all the time, it just was like, you know, flies out of your hand or whatever, or you're pushing down and you drop it and you, oh, see, I almost just spilled my pop all over. You know, you drop it in your drills and then it falls on the floor. I mean, if I pay 50 bucks for a pen and I drop it and break it, I'm not going to be a happy camper. Because I'm pretty sure they won't send me a new one because of my own klutziness. I mean, I could try emailing and be like, excuse me, I dropped my pen because I can't hold on to things because I'm klutzy. Could you please send me a new one? Yeah, no. So I noticed earlier when I was doing the black that there's, when you have the bubble, you know, what do you call it? The check mark symbol, it always covers like 1 or 2 squares. And so I try to pay attention to what that one is. So I noticed that it was the Q, because if I mark it off, it covers it. And I know that if I wasn't paying attention, that I would end up, you know, doing all the Q's, not seeing it, because the second you mark one, you know, completed, it puts up the little check mark. And so I wanted to make sure, because I don't want to finish the whole thing and then be like, dang it, I already did Q. Because that's just annoying. Okay, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4 down. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 all the way across. I do feel like this, doing a 3x3 section is a bit more challenging, and the symbols are definitely less big because, you know, you're making it bigger, or you're making the section that you're working on bigger, but it's not too bad. I think I could get used to it. Because it is nicer that if you're, you know, I mean, you're already pulling the diamonds out, so if you have an extra, you know, 3 10x10 squares that you're doing, you know, in theory, you might not be pulling out, you know, the same colors again, because you're doing it for a bigger section, maybe. The section I worked on, what was yesterday or Thursday? I can't remember. The days are just blending. I actually was like, I want to keep track of how many colors are in a section, just because I've always meant to do it, but then I just forget about it. And I counted, there were, I think, 35 or 36 colors that I remembered to mark down and tally. Because, you know, sometimes you don't remember. So I thought that was interesting. I was like, dang. And I'm sure there's diamond paintings that have a higher, what's it called? You know, symbol count in a section than that. But for me, I was like, that means I opened and closed at least 36 bottles in a, you know, in a one section. Because like this, for example, oh no, this would have been 3. So that's still 3 across. But yeah, I mean, that one, technically I could have only had 1. But because I increased my section number, that one crosses over. Oh, and this is the color yesterday. I was so stupid. I was not paying attention. And I grabbed, because I use a lid from one of the bottles at the very back of the case. I use it as my trash drill. Well, I wasn't paying attention, so I didn't put the lid back on the bottle because I had just opened it, and I grabbed the trash drill one and I dropped it in to that one, and I was like, oh, and I could not get the trash drills out without dumping the whole thing, and I was getting frustrated, and I was like, nope, I'm done. So I think I did this. I poured them into the lid, and then I grabbed the wrong lid. Yeah. Sometimes I do not make the smartest choices. I could just blame my, oh, see, didn't even do the thing. I could just blame my husband though, because he was trying to talk to me while I was doing this, and I was trying not to be rude, to tell him to, you know, zip it, because I was trying to not screw it up, and then I did that. And I was like, well, it's fine. Okay, there's that one. There's 3740. Right there. That one I will just put a few, and I've learned the hard way to put the bottle, if you're just opening it to get a few out, put it in the tray, because if you tip it over, it will in theory tip into the tray to be easier to clean up. Not always, but oops. Let me doing that. Let's see. I called that one water spigot because it kind of looks like a, I don't know, like a little watery. I don't know what it looks like, but for some reason that name stuck in my brain, and so that is what it's called. Okay, I just did that completely the backwards way. See? Put that in your tray. All right, so not that one. That one. So is anyone else doing DIY DP November, because I am definitely going to do it. I don't know if I'm only going to work on this diamond painting for it, because I don't think I can work on this at night. I don't think my brain can brain enough to think at night. Maybe, I don't know. But I don't know. Because this definitely does take some brain power. And it is kind of annoying because I have to, where am I? 1, 2. I do, you know, work on it on my dining room table. And so if I do that, then if I work on it during the day, then I have to move it off the dining room table. And then am I going to want to move it back onto the dining room table? I don't know. And I don't think that I can leave it on my dining room table overnight, because I don't think my cats can be responsible enough to not mess with my stuff. Is that okay? See, if you can tell, like this, like I can't tell what the one under the check mark is, because I know I did 1Q, so I'm going to mark that off. Oh, see, it was one of the circles. All right. Don't be trying to trick me. It ain't gonna work. So yes, I am going to work on this for DIY DP Nov. I think that's what they've been calling it, is Nov for November. But every time I hear that, I think knob. And then it makes me giggle, and yeah. But I like that it doesn't have to be a new start, because, I mean, obviously, if people were starting brand, you know, new conversions for every event, you would just have a million started and none finished. Okay, there's that. And now my cat is on the table. What are you doing? You don't get Dr. Pepper. You have enough energy. Yes, you do. Nope. Nope. It's like he's laying there because he knows that I'll look bad if I push him off the table on camera. I'm pretty sure he knows. You can behave. You can stay there. If you can't behave, we're going to have problems. Okay, that's on number 2. I need to push those over. Come on, get the heart. All right, we are doing good. Yeah, this had 410 blacks. Which made it made the section really fast, which is kind of nice, you know. Sometimes you need that win of like, look at me, it didn't take 3 hours to get my section done. Oops, okay, see, I just did it again. I almost tipped it over. Come on, flip over. Flippy, oh my gosh, flip. That one. Okay, there's that. And then, so did anyone order anything from the Labor Day sale from Diamond Art Club? I did, but it wasn't my fault. Well, I mean, it is my fault, but my mom enabled me because she said that she would pay for them. And when someone offers to buy you diamond paintings, even if you don't need them, I mean, I think you got to take them up on the offer, because it'd be rude not to. So, well, and then I had, you know, and then I was like, well, I have to buy an even number, because, you know, buy one, get one. So, I mean, I would just be stupid to buy 3. So I was like, well, I mean, I guess. Well, my whole thought process was because I have a friend who is gotten kind of into diamond painting, but she doesn't have a lot of time to do it right now. And she really liked Trinity of Peace when I saw it, because I showed it to her and I was like, when this comes back in stock, I'm buying it, because, you know, I really liked it. And there aren't a ton of Christian themed diamond paintings out there. And so I was like, I would like to, you know, support the artist. And, you know, if Diamond Art Club knows that people, you know, want paintings that have, you know, more spiritual themes, then, you know, I would love if they had more. I mean, they have enough tarot, witches, like bloody looking people. So, I mean, I feel like, you know, you could have some stuff for other people too. So I showed it to her and she was like, oh my gosh, if that comes in stock, get it for me too. And so I've been watching for a sale because it got restocked, but I was like, I don't want to pay full price. And so then when I saw the Labor Day sale, I was like, okay, do you want me to order it for you? And she's like, no, it's kind of tight right now. And I was like, dang it. And I'm like, but it's buy one, get one half off. So it was like, well, okay. And I didn't really see anything like off my wish list that I was like, ooh, I really want that. I really want that. And then the new releases came out and there was the Briz, I don't know if it was Briz Bar or Briz Bazaar, but she's the same artist who did Jasper C, which is like, kind of looks like an acrylic paint pour, which kind of looks like this. And I was like, oh my gosh, it was all purple and teal and green. And I was like, oh, yes. And then the one, what is it? I don't remember what it was called. I don't know. It was by Mrs. Buttered or Mrs. Butter D, but it was the underwater train and it's like the pinks and the soft pastels. And I was like, oh. So then my mom said she would, you know, enable my hobby and buy me some diamond paintings. So I had to get 4. It's not my fault. Oops, I'm touching the camera with my head. Hopefully you don't see my crazy hair. I just realized I did not change out of the sweatshirt that I spilled coffee all over this morning. Yeah, so that's... luckily, I spilt it all over my chest, so, you know, the sleeves look clean. But I've spoken before how I have home clothes and I have public clothes, and luckily I spilled my coffee on my home clothes. No nicer clothes were ruined today when I coughed with coffee in my mouth, and then I ended up spitting the coffee back into the coffee cup. And that was the second time that I had coughed while trying to drink my coffee. The first time I didn't spit it back in my cup. I actually managed to swallow before I started coughing. But after the second time, my husband took my coffee cup and he said I was done for the day, which was kind of rude. I guess he didn't want to clean up coffee and potentially vomit off the floor. I don't know. But I thought it was a little rude, honestly. Okay, that does not look... That one. And then there's a spot. And then... Well, you know what? You're getting 2 of these. So, it's fine. It's all going to look amazing when it's done, so... I am very interested to see, to compare the 2 diamonds, the 2 828s, the one from DPF and then the one from Diamond Drills USA, because they will literally be here on the same exact day. It'll be interesting to see quality difference and color difference, because as we all know, the DMCs sometimes do not look like what we think they should look like. Or they don't look the same. I've noticed in Pattern Keeper sometimes that when I have a section and I you know, you push the button and it turns the color. But then when I'm trying to find, you know, my next like area with colors, I'm like, that does not really look like the same color that it's showing on here. But then on the overall pattern, it looks fine. So I don't know. I figure most of them are close enough. So I'm not gonna worry about it. Okay, there's that. Those two. Come on, get in there. Okay, so there's that. There's that one right there. God, love a good crunch. Ooh, this one might crunch too. Oh yeah. That's the good stuff right there. I can't be the only one who loves that nice crunch. I also, I don't know, maybe I just really like sounds, but I also like the sound of the glue dot when it like sticks a little bit and it releases. It's just so satisfying. And let's see, we got, ooh, that one. Oh, you have holes in you. Get out of there. I haven't been looking at them as closely as I normally do. Ooh. I would love to have like separate little containers for the different kinds of drills, like, or just have like a row of like something sticky, and then I like the ones that look like little faces, like where there's like 3 holes, or like there's holes that kind of look like a face that is like has its mouth wide open. Just for some reason, it just makes me laugh when I see them. I'm easily amused, obviously. Or the ones that are kind of like, they look like conjoined twins almost. They're just stuck together just a little bit. Like maybe I could have a little section, but then I would have to like go through them after I'm done diamond painting for the day or something, and then that would take more effort. So I don't know if I would actually do it. I'd probably be like, no, forget it. It's too much effort. All right, getting close to this section being done, and then I will try to move everything, give you a final shot of what the canvas looks like so far. I haven't had to roll it up, like roll up the area that I've finished yet, but I feel like that time is coming, especially if I'm doing bigger sections, which, I mean, you wouldn't think, you know, doing 3 extra blocks each time would, you know, be considered a bigger section, but it is. All right, all these last ones over here are all this symbol. We will be done. Come on. Oh, I really hope I don't have a bunch that have like holes in them. Ugh. All right, 2 more symbols left. If you have made it this far, please consider liking and subscribing. It's free. It does not cost you anything. It doesn't really like give me anything either, but you know, at least I know that people are, you know, enjoying my videos. Okay, come on. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Come on. There we go. Sometimes it's so easy and other times it's like, come on, just pick up. Oh, and one last lonely little symbol. Oh, what are you? You are, nope. I can't find out unless I use the right tool. 3042. Last one. Let's make sure. I think I got all the other ones. There's no blank spots on the canvas. Oh, see, just couldn't like do that smoothly. Nope, not at all. All right, let's see. Oh, so clearly I, down here, oh my gosh, I almost just spilled this bear. The trash drills. Yeah, so for some reason, even though I put my line directly there, I still managed to accidentally hit some of these symbols. It's so frustrating. So then I have to go through, frog them. Come on. And even though they all look black, they all are not the same symbol, which is super frustrating. Nope, not that one. That one. Those two were, oh, those two were black, but okay. Now we will zoom out and you can see the progress. That's where we are. Looking good. Looking good. Let's put that to the side and let me stack up my massive pile of diamonds, and there we go. It's almost all in shot. It's as good as it's gonna get. So yeah, that's my canvas. And next time I may have new release paper. I ordered some new stuff from KALBS Sparkles. All of the things that I use will be listed in the description box. I still don't know how to fully link nicely because I don't know, YouTube doesn't want me to do that yet for some reason, or they just don't think I'm smart enough. Clearly I'm not. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. Again, if you have liked and subscribed, thank you. Big kisses to you. If you haven't, what's wrong with you? Go ahead and do that if you're still here. And until next time, big awkward hugs. Bye, guys.